no way in hell I'm getting this out at 11 because, well, looking at my watch here, looks like it's about 5 minutes away. I haven't done a Moonology Monday video in a very long time, so I decided to do one today, and I'm just going to finish setting up here. Hope you don't mind. I haven't completed setup yet, but I'm about to. Here we go. Alright, let me just alright, there we go. And now that setup is complete, because I spotted the fact I had not set my barrier. And this old guy is hungry. That's why I usually start my live streams at like 11:15 to kind of give myself a few minutes after I've fed him. Anyway, we are back. This little Monday off was kind of a surprise, so I decided to kind of do just a little reading for you, and it's going to be Moonology Monday, so we are going to be centered on the moon today. And I'm not sure what, I think we're in a waning crescent at the moment. I would have to look at my, get down. He's fighting me, guys. Alright, alright. So we have our significator, we have our guide. We're going to do 3 Moonology cards, and see, he's already starting. Get back. Stop it. We're going to do 3 cards for the 3 phases of the 3 moon phases. So, waxing, full, waning, or the 3 cycles rather. Then we're going to do 3 tarot cards to coincide with that. And of course I got my bag of runes there, so we will be doing those as well. Alright. By the way, I want to thank everyone for tuning into the live stream or watching the archive version of it. It was really great to be back, but 4 hours was a little much. I was looking to do 2. I promise you from here on out, it's not going to be any more than 2 hours. These 4 or 5 hour marathons, I cannot get to anything, and I only get maybe 1 to 2 days off a week, and I need those to do things. So, of course, these days everybody wants my attention, so it's kind of wild. I need time, and I've noticed some differences. Like if you say, "Could you give me just a minute to take care of your thing," when I went back down south, which I'm still working on that, by the way. People tend to go, "Oh yeah, absolutely, take your time." Up here, it's, I need this request, now I need this one, now I need this one, now I need this one, now I need this one. It's like, okay, is it okay if I at least get started on the first one yet? Because give me a minute is sort of like anathema to them. I'm not sure why. But anyway, let's get on with this bad boy, shall we? Starting with you, me, and everyone else. We do have Loki. So, today is a good day to take a more lighthearted approach to everyday issues. Try not to take everything too seriously, okay? As the Joker would say, why so serious? But we're being guided by the well of weird, which means it is time for you. If you're having any doubts right now, if you're having any kind of feelings of insecurity about something, it's time to cast those aside. Let me tell you something. When I weighed 235 pounds, I made constant jokes about my weight. At the time, I was not taking it seriously. And now that I am taking that seriously, now that I'm, slowly getting smaller in size, now I see what those jokes were. but it helped me to deal with them at the time. Now, at the time, I was depressed, but this was also my way of dealing with that depression, was making constant self-deprecating jokes. While I was taking that lighthearted approach, I didn't really see how serious the situation was. Sometimes, you don't have to see how serious the situation is in order for you to deal with it. You have to find a way to cut through a lot of the seriousness that's holding you back, that's making you insecure, that's making you feel less than, and you have to tap into what makes you feel more powerful. You have to lift yourself up out of the funk that you're in. You see what I'm saying? I hope so. Because I bet the next 3 cards are going to bear that out. So, we have a new moon in Cancer, a full moon in Gemini, and we have a waning moon. Holy crap. Okay, when I said 3 moon phases, I was not kidding around. So, that new moon in Cancer lets you know that you and your loved ones are actually safe. You're all right. So, the situation isn't quite as serious as it may seem. This full moon in Gemini lets you know that the answers that you need are on the way. They're coming. So, this is a little bit like exposition here. The waning moon does not surprise me. Waning moons are a time for release. So it's letting go of those doubts, those pieces of negativity that are holding you back, because that's really what is holding you back. I can think of a few people who may benefit from that. And some of you are out there. Let go of it. Here's the thing. Right now, where you're sitting, there's a lot of sort of fear and uncertainty. There's a lot of doubt there. But what's going on is that you need to let go of that uncertainty and all that fear and the doubt. And what you need to do is you need to, how can I put this? Allow yourself, think of it as a movie. You don't have to take the movie seriously. It's just a movie. But in order for the plot to advance, you are going to need certain pieces of information. Those pieces of information come at the right time, because if they were all revealed at once, well, then the movie would be over. So maybe releasing a little bit of control, if you have to have control over things, which I can definitely see. If you have to have that control, sometimes you need to take a step back and go, you know what, the thing's not going to burn down without me. I think we'll be fine. And maybe take a more lighthearted approach to things. But remember, you still have all the agency here. In your tarot, we have a 4 of Shields in reverse. That does not surprise me. We have the Father, and then we have a Page of Cauldrons, or Page of Cups. Let's start with this 4 of Shields. This is us letting go of things. Coming in hot on that on the trail of that waning moon does not surprise me in the least. In fact, I'm really not all that surprised at it, because it really does make a lot more sense. Now, the Father is one I'm not exactly familiar with. The Celtic Tarot does have some very interesting cards to it. I think this is more the Emperor. Let's have a look. Yep. Now, so this is the equivalent of an Emperor card, but on this one, we're going to get more stability out of it. So what's happening is we're kind of seeing this movie kind of come to life, right? So we're going to start lightening up a little bit. We're going to find things at which we can laugh. If we laugh, we're enlightened. So let's do that. And I think there's a certain kind of magic behind that. And that's where your mysteries are going to be revealed to you, is right there in that well. Counting yourself and your loved ones as safe. Getting those answers you need as you go, so that learning is a process. Letting go of the need to control the negativity comes with this. You're sitting on something very solid. You're committing yourself to structure, but it doesn't have to be exactly all that rigid. This is sort of that you are this authority. Okay, so the need to control does not have to be there. This is when you let go, you can start providing answers to others as they come. So as you get the answers, you can share them. You see what I'm saying? That rising tide is going to lift all ships. And then we've got this page of cauldrons here. Now this is a little bit of this is a lot of youthful energy here. You're not going to be, how can I put this, unfulfilled. Because if you're feeling that way, I can tell you right now, you're going to find a lot more fulfillment out of this than you think. Because this is where you're going to have your creative beginning. You're going to have a lot of news here. Now, your subtle senses are being awakened, and the call of your unconscious mind is increasing in volume. This doesn't happen to everyone. Many people, they're happy to just go through life, letting things happen, without ever engaging with the spiritual. So, but it's not so with this one. And this is very much speaking to your higher self. It's time to answer those calls. And you know what? I'm going to say this, you might have been hit with a pretty heavy dose of reality lately, with a side of piss and vinegar, and that's entirely possible. But maybe take that, run with it, see what happens, you never know. So for our first rune, we have Ingvaz, which is all about unity, coming together, unify with your loved ones. Really get together with them. Let me tell you, it did me a world of good. Second rune we've got Kanaz. And this is that lit torch. These are the beacons. Guess what? You don't have a bunch of torches in one place, do you? No, you have them at certain points so that the light's a little more evenly distributed so you can see your way through the darkness. Now, when Thurisaz comes up, here's where we struggle. Letting go of that need to control, letting go of that negativity. We start kind of looking down on ourselves at times. Yeah, it's time to let go of that. It's not going to do you any good. It doesn't belong to you. It's your problem to solve in some cases, but you're not going to solve it by sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. Self-pity's not going to do it. And you might be reigning supreme, but you got to remember, unless you build a very solid foundation for the things that you do, it will come apart. The more you try to tightly control it, the more it's going to come apart. And you won't be learning anything new. So take that more lighthearted approach. Let go of the negativity. Really come together with those that really know you and care about you. And be open to learning. Hey, when things make you laugh, you want to remember those, don't you? That'd be the way to do it. Alright, so I hope we're ready for our Monday. I hope you have a great day. It's good to be back. I won't be doing any shorts today because I do have a lot of other stuff to do that I didn't get to do on Saturday. But I will see you on Wednesday for the rune casting. Just remember, thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate it. I love you all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up, and as always, shine on.